hindi kami natapos simply because there was so much to talk about. So I am planning, perhaps for the next 2 or 3 weeks, to accelerate the number of cabinet meetings, baka 2 a week muna. Hanggat maliwanag na, it's important to me that the entire cabinet understands what it is we are trying to do, how we are going to do it, what the timetable is, and how it all fits together. And that's what we made a good start on today. Before that, yesterday, as I'm sure as you have reported, I went to the Department of Agriculture so that I could also get a good idea of exactly what needs to be done. Because as I have stated so many times, the question, the problems in the agricultural sector are primary to all that we are hoping to do. We cannot do many of the things unless we can see that the agricultural sector has strengthened. Food supply is such an important part. It is an existential part of our work, and so that is something that we have to be very, very careful with and attend to properly. As has been reported, essentially what we spoke about were the concerns that we have immediately, the immediate concerns that we are facing I'm talking about 6 months, the next 6 months, the next 2-3 quarters. Yun ang aming pinag-uusapan na pag sinabi naming immediate. And that, of course, when I was in the Department of Agriculture, that was mostly concerned with the food supply in the next 2 quarters. I'm sure you are all aware of what's happening around the world. You have all seen the effects of the increasing food prices to all consumers everywhere. And this is what we are anticipating could happen if we are not well prepared. Many of the elements and many of the variables that have caused this food price crisis. There is enough food, but the price is too high. The food price crisis, many of the elements, if not all, have been variables over which we have no control. But nonetheless, we still have to feed our people, and so we still have to find strategies to make sure that those who are in need are supported by the government as best as we can do. So that is this, and then there's of course the long term. In the Department of Agriculture, where I talked about rebuilding the value chain from the research and development all the way to the retail, which is something I think I've been talking about ad nauseum already. I don't know if you need for me to explain it all again, but it really is just to ensure food supply in the Philippines at a price that is actually affordable. Because we always have to remember, it's all very well having food supply, but if no one can afford it, it's still not hindi pa rin tayo nakatulong sa taong bayan. So those are the things that we discussed.